Okay, here's a question from Rob. He wants to use this one audio track within Filmora called Romantic Beats Romance. But he sees that sections of it has very heavy feedback, and it's interfering with him listening to the music. So let's see if we can identify that and what we could possibly do about it. Okay, so in the audio section, I typed in the Romantic Beats Romance, and I was able to find what I think is the track that he's using. And I think I've isolated a small segment of that track where the feedback or the heavy hum occurs. Let's just listen to that for a second. What I did was I did crank up the volume here a little bit so that it's a little bit louder than it normally would be, but it's just an effort to see if we can pick up exactly what he's talking about. Here I'm at the from the 41 to the 50-second mark. There seems to be some hum there. So let's take a look at some things that one can do. Okay, with the soundtrack selected, we go over into the audio properties. And down here is the equalizer. This is one place one could go to look. There is an easier way than this, but we're going to start right here. And there is a number of different presets that one could use. But we would use the custom, or let's just start with default. It's going to change to custom anyway once we change the settings. But if we click the button here, settings, we get the equalizer up here. What I isolated the sounds to be was somewhere in this range here. And if I totally eliminate these two frequencies right here, that's going to I don't say completely remove it, but definitely minimize the hum. So let's take a look at that. We're going to apply that setting, and let's play it again. I think we can still hear a hiss in the background. So anyway, the hiss is still there, but one could fiddle with the settings a little bit more and perhaps figure out a combination. If one was to do the reverse and accentuate the hum and then remove all the others, I think here we can get a clear indication of what the hum sounds like if we didn't understand it already. So this is going to accentuate the hum. So we can clearly see that that's definitely not what we want. What is the other way that we can look at this? Let's go back to our beginning mark here. And we notice that there is the basic and then there's the denoise. So they've taken some from the older versions of Filmora. These used to be all together in one panel, but now they've separated out the special denoise options. And obviously what we want to remove is the hum. So the obvious thing is to apply the hum. And one could start with the worst case scenario, which is I would always go and then work my way back. So I'm going to just max it out and decrease the hum removal as much as I can. And let's play it back that way. Now we can still hear the high hiss sound. I don't know if we apply the, remove the hiss sound as well here, this may not work as well. I haven't played with this too much here. Yes, that seems to work pretty well. We've removed the hum and we removed the hiss. Now, unfortunately, this probably lowers the volume form for all of it if he was to apply that as we have done here to the whole strip. And if there is only certain segments that you want to change this, it's not a place where we can use keyframing. It would be nice if we could and just keyframe out the hum in those places where it happens. So since we can't do that, the other thing we can do is we'll just turn them all off right now, both of these off, and let's just cut our our play here. Actually, unfortunately, the hum goes beyond this. I think it goes up to there. So I'm just going to cut it here anyway. And this is the only place where, for demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and remove the hum. So we'll turn that feature on, and also the hiss removal. And so let's play it. Let's see what happens. Anyway, those are my suggestions or ideas of how you might remove the feedback that you don't want.